Hi guys, I'm Liz. I wanted to kind of make a video about myself, where I am with my sexual assault. Um, so I really want a little bit of things to talk to you about. So, um, my story. Um, last year on January 10th, I was raped. The guy was my best friend, and it was really hard for me because I didn't know what the right thing to do was. I didn't know, should I let everything go because he's my friend, or should I go ahead and go to the police, or what, what do I do? So what I did was I talked to the guy that I was talking to. Um, he told me that what I had to do was make a choice. Either I could go to the police or I could let him handle the situation. So he came to my house, and at this point in time, my parents had never met him. Um, so they knew, something's going on. Someone's in her room, someone's talking to her, and at this point, I was also grounded or something, so I wasn't even supposed to be out. Um, but so I started lying, telling him, I'm on the phone, blah blah blah, and he came out of the room. He's like, dude, stop fucking lying to your parents. You need to tell them what happened. So I went ahead and told them what happened, and I'm in tears, freaking out. And they they started talking, and I decided then the best thing to do was to go ahead and have the police called, because there was no way that I was going to have anyone that I love or care about be in any kind of trouble or any kind of situation over something that happened to me, and I actually had nothing to do with them. So I myself could not call the police because this guy, was my friend. I was really shaken up. It just wasn't I couldn't handle it. So my mom went ahead and called, and the police came to the house, and they took the report, and then more cops had to come because it actually happened, and it didn't come. No money. We just got stitches and shoes. Um, but so more cops had to come to my house and tell the story again, which at this point it's really hard. It's really hard because no mom, because I'm telling multiple people what has happened to me. It happened around 7 o'clock, and by midnight I was done talking to the police and heading to the police station. Before they actually even came to my house, I had taken a drive, and I found his house because he just moved. So it's a new house. I didn't have that information of where he was. So I mean, if something traumatic happens, you're going to remember. So I just took a drive until I could find out, got the address. That way I could have the information I needed to give it to whoever I needed to give it to. So after I talked to them at the house, I went down to the police station. I did another statement, I did a video, and by 5 o'clock in the morning, I was headed over to the hospital. There they did a bunch of tests, they took a bunch of pictures, they gave me a bunch of different shots and medications, just to prevent STDs, pregnancy, blah blah blah. Okay, so that's my story. It goes into a lot more detail than that. If anyone has any questions, I am at a point in time where I'm not opposed to answering any of them. So there's that. After it happened, I dropped out of high school because I couldn't deal with the social anxiety, especially posting things on Facebook. It was in the news, people posting articles, and they were talking about how it's my fault, and Molly, no, and how I was the one who did something wrong. So that was really hard for me. I would go into school and I would have panic attacks. Um, it was just something that I wasn't comfortable with, something I wasn't ready for. So I dropped out. I got my GED. I quit my job because, again, social anxiety. At this point, guy, he's in jail, and so that was one less thing I had to worry about. But he's supposedly gang related. That was me doing air quotes so you can see it. So here we go, gang related. So I was dealing with stress from his family, from his friends, which was something that was really hard for me. So I kind of isolated myself. I just wanted to keep myself out of any situation. You know, that's hard. I started talking to therapist at Sabbath. Sabbath is like sexual assault victim advocacy service or something like that. I started talking to her, and she told me that I had PTSD. I'm very high in hypervigilance, which means I am very aware of my surroundings. If I hear anything that's out of the ordinary, I stop and I observe everything. I have problems with self-harm because, well, it's not because of this. That's something I've been dealing with for years before, but I stopped, and after this, I started back up. After this, my eating sort of came back, which you can't tell because I'm obviously fat. But after a few months, okay, it's been over a year. My 1 year date passed, and I'll get to that in a minute. But about September of 2012, I finally decided, look, I've had enough. Like, he always wins. He's not here. He's just in my head, and he always wins. So I decided that I needed to get back into social scenes. I dropped all my friends. But by September, I got a new job. I'm now the manager at job, which is awesome. I enrolled myself into college, and I just started, and it's going really well. I'm studying to be an attorney because out of this whole thing, my attorneys have been the ones that have helped me the most, and I want to be able to give that back to somebody one day. Like, I don't know where I would be. I didn't have support from my parents. I dropped all my friends because I figured if one friend could betray me so much, I couldn't be of the others. So I was kind of on my own through the whole thing, which really felt bad because I know he had all the support in the world, which wasn't fair. It's not fair that the person who did something wrong to me had more support than I did. But I kind of accepted it, and I just make it like my own journey to recovery. I got a tattoo of the sexual assault survivor victim with the date that I was raped, and that really helped me because every day I get to see that. Every day I get to see that I'm a victim, I'm a survivor, and for any of you out there who have been through anything similar to what I've been through, you guys are all survivors too, and mad love to all you guys, get up, okay? Because none of you deserved it. It wasn't any of your fault, and I mean, if there is anything I can do for any of you, I'm always there. This is my and I think I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna just start making videos. Just something that I'm gonna do. Um, so if there's anything any of you want to know about PTSD or rape or sexual assault or self-harm or eating disorders or any of that, just send me a message, leave me a comment, and I'll make a video on it as soon as I get that. Yeah, pretty much all I can think of. If I think of anything else that I'd like to say to you guys, I'll just make another video and post it.